A hero to many, including myself, Kyle Rittenhouse, 17, is ordered to stand trial for murder over shooting deaths of terrorists in Kenosha after his lawyer failed to convince Commissioner there was not enough evidence to proceed with the case. Kyle hasn't been in the news much lately. He did get bail several weeks ago, and that caused a little bit of a outpour of emotions. But as most of you know, and if you've seen the video that the lawyer team put together and the subsequent New York Times piece on it, you know that the people he killed were garbage. One of them was either allegedly or convicted of relations with a minor. The other individuals, to my understanding, had criminal backgrounds as well. Check me on that if I'm not totally accurate, but I believe that was the case, that all three had criminal records or criminal pasts of some sort. And then we just saw the aggression, the willingness of them to start the action and to be out there rioting to begin with. So, garbage. And the thing that's funny, and I've alluded to this in other videos before, and you know this, a lot of people were out there calling him a white supremacist. I talked about his mother, Wendy, who said she was going to file a lawsuit against the Biden campaign for calling him a white supremacist and using him as propaganda as Biden was running. I haven't checked the update on that, but we'll see how that goes. And then, as I said, even locally, my congressman here in California 48, I should say former congressman because they voted his sorry ass out in November, but he even referred to Kyle as a white supremacist. Emotions on both sides, but I'm not going to be sad that those three pieces of garbage were shot. 2 dead, 1 lived, obviously. Now he's nicknamed Stubby. Kyle Rittenhouse, 17, shot and killed Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber during BLM riots in Kenosha on August 25th. Rittenhouse shot and injured Gaige Grosskreutz during the melee. He has been charged with homicide and attempted homicide, but the teen insists he was acting in self-defense. Rittenhouse's legal team have been arguing that there is not enough probable cause for it to proceed to trial. However, on Thursday, a court commissioner ruled that the case can proceed and that Rittenhouse will have to stand trial. He is currently free on bail, and his arraignment is scheduled for January 5th. There's Kyle there. Kyle has been ordered to stand trial over the shooting of 3 BLM rioters in Kenosha. The decision was handed down Thursday following a contentious hearing conducted over Zoom, during which the 17-year-old's lawyer tried to show he had acted in self-defense. However, Kenosha County Circuit Court Commissioner Loren Keating determined that there was enough probable cause for the case to proceed to trial. Rittenhouse of Antioch, Illinois, has been charged with homicide and attempted homicide over the August 25th fatal shootings of the individuals, the scum that were named above. The incidents occurred during a night of civil unrest in Kenosha, which was sparked by the police shooting of scumbag Jacob Blake, another piece of trash. Whatever happened to Blake? Is he facing any charges? I haven't looked into that lately. Is he facing charges for the stuff he did? Attempted kidnapping, the charges he was facing before for the digital copulation, allegedly, of his baby mama. Where has that gone? I mean, I know it's COVID and we're kind of pushing things back, but what's the update on that? Anybody, if you know, let me know. I need to look into that, though. Rittenhouse told police he was attacked while guarding someone's business and that he fired in self-defense. He was freed from jail last month after posting $2 million bond, with most of the money raised through a legal defense fund set up by conservatives who view him as a patriot who was protecting other people's property. Supporters of the BLM terrorists have painted Rittenhouse as a trigger-happy white supreme who was crossed state lines from Illinois to Wisconsin to deliberately provoke a response. Who was crossed state lines? There's Rittenhouse with one of his attorneys. There's footage from the night. There's a scum that were shot and killed. As I've said before, worst white supremacist ever. All 3 scum that he shot were white. So, white supremacist fail should be a meme right there. During the hearing, Rittenhouse's attorney, Mark Richards, showed several screenshots from videos that were recorded on the night of the shootings to try to show that his client acted in self-defense. One photo showed Rittenhouse running from another protester who had a gun, and another featured Rittenhouse on the ground as Huber struck him with a skateboard. Assistant District Attorney Thomas Binger objected to Richards' argument. What happened before this incident does not go to the probable cause as to whether or not the defendant committed a felony, and I object to the relevance of this, he stated. Binger said the evidence shows a felony was committed, but Richards disagreed, saying that the government can go off on their chaotic quest, but the evidence is clear. And we've got that great video footage from the team on the ground. I forget the name of who they were, the independent journalists. I saw an interview with them. A lot of you may have seen that on Tim Pool's show. He had an interview where he was talking to all three of them, and the cameraman he had was the one that was right there during this scene. And yeah, it's here, this guy, Richie McGinnis. I forget the name of the whole organization or team they work for, but he had an interview with Richie and then another gentleman that was there as well. So check that out on Tim Pool's video if you haven't seen that. Interesting conversation. And I'd imagine that they'd be called as witnesses. I mean, they were there filming the thing, so you would think that they'd be very material to this, should it proceed to trial. In addition to the homicide and attempted homicide charges, Rittenhouse has also been charged with 2 counts of first-degree reckless endangerment and possession of a dangerous weapon by a minor. Keating denied a defense request to dismiss several of those charges. He ordered Rittenhouse to stand trial on all 6 counts. Didn't dismiss anything, huh? His arraignment is scheduled for January 5th. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Correction, Antifa. Give that man a Medal of Honor. He wasted a couple Antifa child playing withers in act of self-defense. I don't know that it was a couple. I know that it was one for sure. Was it both? I just don't know about that. I know I heard one for sure had that background. Biden political prisoner. There you go. He's going to make someone a fine prison wife. Well, a lot more Kyle's ready to take action. Frontal lobe hasn't developed yet to comprehend that you were in the process of running for your life. Now he has to pay the price, and it will forever follow him. He got rid of a couple pesos. Give him a medal. He took out the trash. Trial of the century, but probably not till summer. So there's the comments. Some people agree, some disagree. It's interesting on the Daily Mail, sometimes you have these comments where they say, give him a medal, and these comments get a lot of downvotes. But then you have a comment like this one, a prison wife, and they get a lot of upvotes. So you see what the uninformed individuals think, and you'll see a lot of those comments from individuals in the UK, the uninformed individuals that probably haven't even watched the video itself. Granted, it was put together by the legal team, but it shows what it shows. And that's all I really care about. I don't really care who puts together the video, but does it show what accurately happened that night? Does it accurately depict what happened? And no doubt that that's going to be played at trial, or they're going to try to get that in at trial. I would think that'd be your opening argument and your closing argument as well. But it just goes to show how uneducated, or I'd say uneducated, but how misinformed individuals are. In the UK, a lot of them probably support Antifa. A lot of them probably support the BLM terrorists because just like a lot of us in the US, they've been brainwashed throughout the summer and the months leading up to this to think that it's mostly peaceful and it's all done in the name of positive change. None of the crimes, property damage, the monetary value of the lives ruined, businesses ruined, people died due to that, all of that stuff that was going on over the summer and the last 4 or 5 months, and the media downplayed that. To the uneducated individuals in the UK, what are they going to believe? What they see on CNN or MSNBC, right? And that obviously paints a anti-Kyle picture. But the reality is drastically different. So we'll see what happens. They'll probably try to plea him out. His defense team would be wise to deny every single thing they throw their way. and to take this to trial, because I really think that he'll win on all of the charges, that he'll be acquitted on all of the charges. The gun charge, not so sure about that. Maybe they'll try to get him with some kind of probation on that, but the murder, homicide, attempted homicide charges, based on what I've seen and what I know at this point to be true, I would think that he would be acquitted. Or at the very least, maybe there's one person that wants to vote him guilty. I can't see 12 people voting guilty after seeing the evidence. Unless, of course, your jury is made up of 12 Antifa members or 12 Black Lives Matter terrorists. So anyway, let me know what you think. We'll be looking forward to seeing how this goes later on in 2021. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Be well.